Hey, Wembley World Entertainment, and it looks like we may have a filming date for The Batman Part 2. Now, of course, there's a lot of speculation that it's going to film next year. Matt Reeves at one point said the script was finished. James Gunn then came out and said the script isn't finished. Robert Pattinson has signed on to another movie, but they said that shouldn't affect The Batman Part 2. And all things are just going all over the place. But now, the one thing that was always said and seemed to stay confirmed was that it was going to film some stage next year, and that does now seem to be the case. Not officially from Warner Brothers, Matt Reeves or James Gunn, but in fact from a production site, which I think we could rely on a little bit more because they would be the ones who put down the dates, to hold those dates so they could have the resources and the areas and stuff like that. So let's have a look at this. We're still waiting on an official announcement regarding the status of Matt Reeves The Batman Part 2, but a UK production site has now confirmed that cameras are scheduled to begin rolling next summer. According to UK Production News, filming will commence in the UK in May of 2025. James Gunn recently indicated that the movie script has not been completed, and WOR believes this is because Reeves has been submitting it in bits and pieces. So here's what they said about that. Additionally, I was told that Reeves has been working on the script since late 2022 and that the pieces are finally said to be coming together. There's agreement that what's in store will blow away fans who've been patiently waiting for the sequel. In their coverage of star Robert Pattinson joining the cast of Christopher Nolan's next movie, THR noted that the actor is due to return to Batman for Matt Reeves' sequel, and there was hope that it could shoot sometime next year. Those hopes remain in place, but nothing is close to being planned. That's an old report, by the way. WOR's source do not see scheduling becoming a concerning issue and report that Patterson will be readily available when cameras start rolling. The site also confirms that Greig Fraser is set to return as cinematographer. So we know that one of the delays to them actually confirming that this movie is ready to go is the fact that Matt Reeves, after the success of The Penguin, basically went, oh, hang on, we need to just kind of rework a bit of this story to fit the likes of Sophia into the story. That's what we know. Now, again, it's interesting that Matt Reeves said the script was done at one point, and James Gunn says, no, it isn't. Who would you rather believe? James Gunn or the guy who's actually making and writing the bloody script? As for James Gunn saying there's no script for it, this guy is the guy who said, remember this, he's the guy who said, we are not making the same mistakes that Marvel did. We are not greenlighting anything without finished scripts. You remember that? Because that's what he said. And yet he's just greenlit Clayface. So are they hinting to us that that script is ready? It would have to be. Because if it's not locked in and ready to go, then why would they greenlight it? Or did he do what James Gunn always does and lie out of his asshole? Because that's what he does. He always says one thing, then when it gets refuted, he says, I never said that. And then he changes what he said and then says he never said that. And so on and so forth. So him saying, oh, there's no actual script to The Batman Part 2. Well, the actual guy who's writing it and will be directing it said a good while ago, yeah, it is. It's ready. I've read it. We're excited. And he said, we're just nervous to hand it in. But they now obviously went back and start adding the likes of Sophia into the mix because of the reception to the Penguin series. And again, the original report about Clayface was that he was actually going to be one of the villains of The Batman Part 2. That's clearly not going to be the case because Matt Reeves did say that we're not going into the fantastical end of things. It's all going to be very grounded, which also ruled out Victor Fries, which, to be honest, I think it's a bit of a mistake. You know, we've had the more realistic grounded version with the Nolan trilogy, which, you know, worked great for those, but we don't want it again. Now is your time. Like, you can have it where we still get a grounded version of Batman, but you could still have this array of fantastic villains like a Clayface or a Mr. Freeze or Deadman or something like that. But it's like, why would you not utilize what you have instead of focusing on these more grounded stories? We'll wait and see what actually comes of this and what direction it goes in. It's interesting to say it's what has been handed in, stuff that they've seen. Everyone's in agreement that it's going to blow fans away. Let's hope. Let's really hope, because it definitely needs to be better than the first one. Again, the first one, it's a good movie. It drops the ball in the third act because it just kept going. But it's interesting that we do now seem to have a confirmed production start of May of next year, thanks to this production company. Because, again, even though it's not coming directly from DC or Warner Brothers, the fact that it is coming from a production company is solid stuff to go on, because it's basically they're the ones who will be giving you your permits and all that type of stuff. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open to see what more information comes in about this, and see when we get the script is locked and it's actually confirmed that it's ready to go. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.